आज आमचो बातमी म्हणल्यार फादर स्टॅन स्वामी was fighting for the tribals, for the society as a whole. तो स्वर्गवासी जालो आनी ताकाच लागून all of us as the citizens of this country are standing in solidarity as a justice for Father Stan. I would like to request Jose Marie to share his 2 words for Father Stan Swami.
Friends, I'm happy that this meeting has been organized, this candlelight vigil, in memory of Father Stan Swami. He was a gift to our society because through his efforts, the Adivasis, the Dalits, especially in places like Jharkhand, where they abound, they were being denied their rights. And Father Stan Swami stood by them and ensured that many of their rights which they were not aware of were given to them. It is unfortunate that he had to fight for 3,000 people who were being arrested. And ultimately, he had to meet the same fate because he was supporting them. So the best way of getting rid of a person who is defending the rights of others is to get him himself arrested. So ultimately, not only they arrested him, they allegedly put things on his computer which he himself says whom were they addressed, whom they were written to, who has written, who has signed. So nothing is there. So how can they say that they are his? Of course his name is there. If his name itself is there, I do not know, how they can accuse him of being the author of those messages that were put on his computer. That apart, when it came to him being given a seeper, even that he was denied. See how inhuman even the jail authorities can be. That what was wrong in giving a seeper to a sick man? To a sick man who was ailing and needed a seeper because he was Parkinson's disease patient. They even denied him a seeper. So in this democracy, what kind of dictatorship goes, what kind of harassment to people who stand for truth and justice goes on under our complacent eyes. Unfortunately, we have also become part of that sort of society where we also fail to stand up to the truth and justice. So today, as we pay respects to the memory of Father Stan Swami, let us pray that through his death, some rights will come to the people who are downtrodden, like the Dalits and the tribals, especially in those faraway places like Jharkhand, in Bihar and all these places. And that we may all see better days in future, which are becoming darker and darker day by day. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob Jose Marie. I would like to request Dr. Francis Kulas to share his 2 words for Father Stan Swami.
मोगाड बावंदो आनी भयणींदो फकत 2 उतरां. Father Stan's death is not only sad, but it is a gross miscarriage of justice. But good men, my dear friends, they don't die. They will never die. Their deeds live to expose the shallowness of the bad. Father Stan Swami will be forever among us. His noble thoughts, love for the marginalized, long suffering will always remain in the hearts of countless Indians. Let me say he was literally murdered. To cage silence and deny proper medical care to an aged person with a serious medical disorder is murder. For the government to use any other word would be to lie. We salute this brave martyr. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Father. Thank you, Dr. Kulaso.
Today in the news, I saw that the Honorable Bombay High Court has made a condolence statement upon the death of Father Stan Swami. They've said that despite their efforts, he could not be saved. But when I go into the facts of the matter that was pending and the bail application which was preferred, it appears that much more could have been done and a better job could have been done on account of our judiciary. That is not to say that they have failed in any way. In fact, it is quite extraordinary that they even make a condolence statement of this nature. But to have a certain application take 8 months to be heard for something as small as a sipper, is just a sipper. It cannot be used as a weapon. It hardly can be used as a tool to break away from jail, especially for an octogenarian. But even when that is being considered by the highest court of that jurisdiction of that state, it means that something is wrong. Because a sipper is something that can just be given to you by a jailer. But Father Stan had to go to the high court of the land. So something was definitely wrong. It is not. It is very uncommon what has taken place. And again, it is an ordinary ground to grant bail on medical terms. No doubt, UAPA is an act which is rather stringent, no doubt. But medical grounds are valid grounds. And seeing how other people also, the law is equal to everybody. So when there are others also who are getting bail on medical grounds, then it is quite absurd to see that an octogenarian having Parkinson's is not given that kind of treatment. Yes, he later on got hospitalized, but by then it was too late, as he himself, as Father Stan has himself said. So I find that there needs to be some kind of parity for everybody in law, because be so howsoever high you may, the law is above you and the law is equal to all. In this unfortunate instance, I feel that the law was not equal. Most saddening is that everybody is entitled to a trial when you're accused, and that's a constitutional right, and Father Stan has been robbed of that right. He will never stand trial, which means he will never be exonerated even in death. And even though he may not be exonerated, at least we know that whoever are the individuals, whatever are the ideologies that have led to him being imprisoned, they will also never be able to now ensure his guilt. They will never, in his life also maybe they would have been unsuccessful, but in his death today, the matter is abated against him, and his innocence will always be upheld, because in law also we have another principle on which it is founded. That is that you're innocent until proven guilty. He, my friends, will never be proven guilty.
Thank you, sir.
Fight for the rights of the drivers. As we are aware, the United States recently, many people, especially the blacks, used to be killed. And we find that suddenly a movement came up, Black Lives Matter,
the same time, in this country, I think sooner or later, a movement will come. Tribal lives matter. And we all must get together in this fight for their rights. And I am sure that one day this movement will go all right-thinking people, and the government, which has been so cruel to this other century, will learn a lesson like not only by losing elections, but by also being punished for all the acts which they have done, which is happening in the past 1,000 years. Is that the start of movement? Tribal lives matter. Only then this movement will go all over the country, and we will honor the death of Father Swami, who died of the mother. Thank you.
We can all
is gone for us, whose heavenly abode. Grant him eternal rest, and help all of us present here to continue this work without fear, with courage, with love, with enthusiasm. Each one of us do so much will be done. Lord, bless our country, enlighten those who are in authority, to do what is right. Enlighten also church authorities and our friends. Bless our friends.